Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Winterbow, the ThrashMetalGuru here. Welcome back to another video upload. Just wanted to let you guys know I'm having a very good day today so far. I got a whole lot of things heading my way, and getting closer and closer as we're drawing down near to college and all this other stuff. I've already mentioned that before, but hey, I'm ecstatic to bring that up. But anyways, a few things that I wanted to actually say before we get on to the main subject. So we're gonna get these all taken care of right now. Well, first thing off, I wanted to give a shout out to a username known as Xenith. This is actually how you pronounce it right here. I have it written down for right here. I'm giving this person a shout out because he actually made a channel banner for me, which I'm very ecstatic for. I mean, I'm really thrilled and excited to actually have a very own channel banner, so I really couldn't have done it without him. So a shout out to this channel right here. I'll actually link his channel down below. If you want to subscribe to him, do that right away. That's a huge shout right there. I got to thank you very much. Thank you for the channel banner. That means very much to me, and I'm very thrilled and ecstatic to have something like that. So I owe you big time, and it's been a real thrill to actually have that. Thank you very much, by the way. Now, for those of you who were on Facebook, who obviously know what's going on, there has actually been some more, how should I put this, irritating drama that's spewing back up again from a certain, I'm not going to keep saying certain individual, I keep saying that all the damn time, but let's just say from a user known as the BrainEnema. Now, back then in the past, I've actually had a few conversations with the BrainEnema back then. This isn't really anything against her, because I'm not going to try to play the asshole or anything like that. I'm not choosing sides here, but what I'm just saying here is that to the BrainEnema, if you're watching this, I understand that your frustrations are, you got shit in your personal life, and I can totally get that. But what I'm just going to tell you is that you really need to let the grudge or your problems with people like MDA, Queenie, Ted Phoenix 01, and anyone else go. Especially Queenie. I'm not saying this to be a dick to you. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm not saying this to be, downright disrespectful. But what I'm saying is that this sort of thing is unhealthy for you, because it's the only thing that I ever hear out of you or see on Facebook, YouTube, and, I honestly don't want to actually continue on seeing this sort of stuff. To me, I find it stupid. I'll tell you like that. I don't mean it disrespectful, but I just think that the whole thing is stupid. The little hangout thing that I guess Vlog Race had was weeks ago. Everyone got past it. They were over it. They moved on from that stuff. I understand that you actually have things in your personal life. You have people your loved ones who are deceased. And I totally get that, and I mean no disrespect at all. But the one thing that I gotta say is that people with their lives, they have people that they've lost too. So, I mean, it doesn't mean absolutely that a person like yourself should be entitled all the time. Now, I don't know about their personal lives. I don't know about yours. I'm not going to actually go and often say who's more justified. All I'm saying is that this shit really needs to stop. Okay? Do something better with your channel. If you want to come back, make a comeback, do something good. I mean, just rather than this. That's just my recommendation. But if you want to keep going on doing that, then that's your thing. I can't stop you, but I'm just saying that, in my opinion, this is just ridiculous. And I'm not even going to mention the point where you mentioned me on Facebook before about stuff back then about when your channel was terminated. I don't know. Still hadn't presented any evidence of that whatsoever to prove exactly who it was. So I'm not trying to play the asshole thing, but I'm just saying you need to really just let this go. So anyways, I'm just going to move on to the main topic of today now. Well, over in the course of politics, we actually have the infamous Kim Davis, the one who's actually been discriminating against gays and lesbians, or disallowing marriage licenses to these sort of couples. And guess what the result of that was? I think, obviously, you can take a guess. She got put in jail. 5 days later, to the most part where it pisses me off, she got released just 5 days later. And she wants to thank God. She's glorifying God, that God is the one who helped her out. God is the one who gave her the blessings and the decision-making to ban people from actually getting their licensed marriages, even though it is by law within this country that is, in fact, that marriage for all couples now is now allowed. As soon as when we make progression in this country, there's always an obstacle to come in our way, and we have to try to push it aside. And then another one comes, and another one comes, and another one comes. It's just fucking bullshit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this out to you. We're going to start from the top, and I'm going to read it from the bottom. So, from the title, Kim Davis released, but judge bars her from withholding marriage licenses. So we're going to read 3 columns before I read the main sort of thing. So, new from the part, of which I've already read this kind of thing before. In her quotation, she says, "I just want to give God the glory," Kim Davis tells supporters after her release. And to the part where it actually makes it more cringeworthy is that Eye of the Tiger was playing during her release. Ugh. Order says that Davis cannot interfere with issuing marriage licenses to legal eligible couples. Deputy clerks began issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples after Davis was jailed. Well, at least they actually made some progression after that obstacle. So at least they're doing something good now, as opposed from when she was doing her sort of thing because she thinks it's going against her conscience, or that religion is the complete justification for denying people their marriages to rightful marriage, because it's it's actually within law now. So it's allowed, but she still wants to do that. Okay. So the main part. Davis broke down in tears. She beamed as she stood before a cheering crowd after her release from jail Tuesday. The Kentucky clerk, who was held in contempt of court for refusing to issue same-sex marriage licenses, urged her supporters not to give in. In her quotation marks, "Thank you all so much. I love you so very much," she said. "I just want to give God the glory. His people have rallied, and you are strong people. We serve a living God who knows exactly where each and every one of us is at. Just keep pressing on. Don't let down, because He is here. He is worthy." Why is religion a part of everything? Why does religion always have to play a contributing factor to these Republicans or to these people, that it's got to be justification for everything? Josh Feuerstein, for example, thinks that the Christian Holocaust of gay marriage licenses were actually legal throughout the country. And then you got this fucking cunt here think that it's okay to actually discriminate against gays and lesbians for not being able to get marriage licenses because it's going against her conscience, and that is because it's her religion. It's her religious beliefs. But if you're, okay, and let's say in general, you're working anywhere in the store. I don't give a fuck. It was a fucking retail store, a freight logistic area, driver's, a DMV, for example, or anywhere else in these categories. Why the fuck should religion play any fucking role in that? Religion doesn't play any role in a fucking convenience store, as a matter of fact. And how would this have any comparison? Let's just say this. And bear in mind, I know this doesn't sound like it has any connection, believe me. But, like, being ashamed of something, like, if you were going to, like, a fucking CVS and you buy a pair of condoms and you purchase them, like, oh, no, can't really, I can't really sell you these because, I'm Catholic and all that. You'll have to purchase them over there. If you've seen a meme like that before, that's kind of an example of something. That's like saying, oh, wow, so I can't purchase this because it's going against your beliefs, that if you sell me these, it's going against your beliefs in, like, Catholicism, right? So we can compare this into the thoughts of banning gay marriage licenses to those who actually have the right to do so, because it's going against her belief. Well, excuse me, but let's just flip the whole thing around. Let's just say if the gay marriage thing was actually the #1 marriage in the world and straight couples were not allowed to do so. I'm pretty sure you'd be pissed off as hell not to get your marriage license for your couple, right? I mean, that's the simple play in the book, but let's just fucking continue. Davis, who said issuing the licenses would violate her conscience, that one, and go against her religion, plans to return to work in Rowan County. Wow, she's probably going to do the same thing, and if she does, she's going to be locked behind bars. Rowan, Kentucky this week, and won't resign from her post. Attorney Matt Staver said, asked by a reporter whether her stay in jail was worth it, Davis smiled and nodded. I simply do not want to know why she smiled about it. But she didn't speak directly about the case, and a key question remains unanswered. When she goes back to work, what will she do when she gets back? So, in fact, if she continues to do what she does, according to this part, watch this. The judge who issued an order releasing her Tuesday attached to Kavit Davis may not be willing to accept. In other words, right here, U.S. District Judge David Bunning, ordered that Davis be released from jail 5 days after he sent her there, saying that he was satisfied that her deputies fulfilled their obligations to give marriage licenses to same-sex couples in her absence. How this contributes? Oh, yeah, and don't get me started on fucking Ted Cruz, that fucking nutcase of a fucking politician. But Bunning's new order says that Davis cannot interfere with her deputies issuing marriage licenses to all equal eligible couples. That means Davis could find herself behind bars again, that's the thing, if she does anything to prevent marriages from taking place. CNN senior legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin said, if Miss Davis stoops... they put Stoops on here for some reason. If Miss Davis stops them from issuing licenses, then we are right back from where we started, Toobin said. And Judge Bunning has made it quite clear he will lock her up again. And so, this is where it actually gets more interesting. She's not going to violate her conscience. Davis previously said she will not authorize her office to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples if her name remains on the certificate. Bunning's orders make no mention of revising the licenses to accommodate Davis, who says issuing a license with her name on it would violate her Christian convictions against same-sex marriage. Why is it always someone's authority in the position of religion to decide where someone stands? Are you fucking God? No. It is not your fucking right. It is their right to choose what they want to choose with their own marriage. Religion is your religion to itself. The right to respect one's religion, that is one thing. But have the right to respect one's personal privacy or the respect for one's life. Why? Why do we continue to discriminate? Why do we continue to do this sort of thing? It is not your fucking life. Their life does not revolve around your decisions. Now, however, though, if it's eligible, that's one thing. But because it goes against your Christian convictions, that to me is the complete nonsense. Let me just put this in the right words just to make this appropriate. Inexcusable. Your reasons, your justifications for it are inexcusable. Downright stupid, pathetic, dipshit, horseshit, stupid ass, motherfucking cunt, cock-sucking religious asshole. You are in no position to be like what you think. But this is like you're trying to say that you're kind of like this God. That's just what my mind is thinking here. It's like you're playing this role. You get to decide where someone stands in the means of marriages. If it's if it's not to your convictions, they're not allowed because of your religious beliefs. So go fuck yourself, Ken Davis, you cunt, cock-sucking piece of shit. I hope you get locked up again. If you end up doing that shit again, by the way. Now, I understand, this may not be my most intelligent video response because I'm just so pissed off to the point where I can't even think now. But holy fucking hell. How many more fucking obstacles do we need to actually keep pushing and pushing and pushing until we actually make some good progression here? And truthful enough, and I understand, it's September 11th, and I do feel, and there's other things that are also going on in this country as well. And, you know, I love my country, but I also respect the lives of other people, whether if they're gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, it doesn't really matter. Acceptance is key. Harmony is like acceptance. It's key. The main key to all this, holy shit, be an individual who cares about other individuals. Do not discriminate according to your beliefs. If you don't like it, keep it to it's a simple thing. Keep it to yourself. Because it's not your problem. It's not like you're going to get persecuted for it. Anyway, I'm just going to stop because if I go any further, I'm just going to get pissed. But anyways, this has been my video response to about the subject of Kim Davis, which I hope she can go fuck herself. Especially Ted Cruz, that little fucking maniacal piece of shit. Anyways, I'm done here. I'm glad you guys have been watching. If you like, follow me on Instagram. Do whatever. I'm sorry. I'm so pissed. I gotta end this off. Anyways, you guys have a very wonderful day. I'm Jasper Winbow, the Thrash Metal Guru. You guys have a wonderful day, okay?